Hey Mojoholics, welcome back to What's Your Mojo, the weekly show where we fill you in on what you might have missed last week, give you a sneak peek on what's coming up next week, ask your feedback, and answer viewer FAQs. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. In case you missed it, this week we ran a series on the top 10 comedy movies per decade. Do you love to laugh? Then that is the series for you. And to be honest, it's pretty interesting to see what people thought was funny in the 1930s. Oh, to be easily amused. And on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we also released top 10 tragic movie endings. So if you love to cry for some reason, then you should watch that one. And finally, the long-awaited top 10 frontwomen in hard rock and heavy metal came out this week as well. So if you want to see some attractive ladies screaming and singing their guts out in front of some hard guitars, you are in for a treat. Well, it's that time of week again where I come up with something clever to say about why you should Mojothon a bunch of videos. Well, you just should. And here are a few videos that you can do that with this weekend. To start, on Saturday we're releasing top 10 sports games. So if you want to see where Madden stacks up against NFL Blitz, check it out. On Sunday, to get you ready for the upcoming season of The Walking Dead, we've got top 10 Walking Dead characters. We're strictly talking about how the characters are portrayed on the show and not the comic book series. And finally, on Sunday, we've got another top 10 unexpected movie deaths. We know you guys loved the last one, so we wanted to give you another chance to watch some of your favorite celebs bite it suddenly. Enjoy. Are you guys ready for some trivia? Let's do it. And this one is tough. In the movie Pulp Fiction, who keyed Vincent Vega's car? Marcellus Wallace, Butch Coolidge, The Wolf, or Marvin? You are correct if you said Butch Coolidge, played by Bruce Willis. You don't actually see it happen, but it's implied and very sly. If you want to test your knowledge on that or anything else, head over to WatchMojo.com/trivia. Anyway, I'm talking to you about Pulp Fiction because October 14th, 1994 is the day it was released in the US. So if you like Pulp Fiction, you're in the right place because we do too. So check these videos out. Top 10 Quentin Tarantino characters, top 10 Quentin Tarantino scenes, top 10 movies of the 1990s, top 10 movies of all time, top 10 dark comedy movies, top 10 unexpected dance scenes in non-dance movies, top 10 comeback performances, and many, many more. Also, don't forget to head over to WatchMojo.com/calendar to see thousands of our older, equally timely videos. And while you're there, make sure to vote on the topics that matter most to you so we can tailor our future videos to your tastes. Before we ask you guys your opinions on a few of our lists, we thought we'd let you see where your hard work gets you. Top 10 Overrated Movies comes out tomorrow, Top 10 Beloved Hollywood Actors comes out Friday, October 17th, and Top 10 Serious End Credit Scenes comes out Sunday, October 19th. Thanks again for your help in choosing those lists. But we've got even more lists in need of your input this week. To start, and oh my god, is this gonna make me hungry, Top 10 Sandwiches. Do you like meatball subs, croque monsieur, pulled pork, or BLT? Then go vote, and then go slap some meat between some bread, cause you're gonna be hungry when you're done. Next up, top 10 viral videos. You guys are on the internet a lot, right? Then tell us which videos you think were the viralest. Remember Gangnam Style, David After Dentist, Numa Numa, etc.? Good times. And don't just say, ain't nobody got time for that. For you hardcore gamers, this week we need you to vote on our list of the top 10 crowd-funded video games. Have you ever donated money to get a video game made? Well, even if you haven't, vote for the one you think was the most notable. And finally, top 10 hard rock and heavy metal drummers. Pretty self-explanatory, so tell us which is the most badass by voting on that list. And as always, be sure to head over to WatchMojo.com/suggest to let us know what you think. And while you're there, make sure to exercise your right to vote on any other lists you might have an opinion on. Hey Mojoholics, we've got tons of stuff to get to this week, so no time for me to be clever. That shouldn't be too hard for you, eh, Dan?
That was vicious and unprovoked. Anyway, first things first, last week we had a giveaway with 2 Lumsing portable battery banks, and we asked you to tell us about the time you wished you could charge your phone.
You guys commented in droves, but we could only pick 2. So here goes. The first winner is C. Mars Starship, who told this story. I had just got Back to the Future with my friend Dr. Emmett Brown. We went to a hotel called The Overlook. We left after having nightmares of a man named Fred. We stayed at another hotel where we got to watch a spectacular dance routine. The couple looked like they were having the time of their lives. Afterwards, we went into our room and found an alien who asked for us to help him phone home. We helped him home and went to space with him. Then we met an evil man named Darth. He tried to kill us. I have an app that turns my phone into a giant sword, I said, but my phone was dead. If only I had a portable charger, getting out would have been way easier. 100% true and original.
And the next winner is Lila Mu, who probably didn't make this one up. I wish I had a charger when I was at a music festival and lost my friends. My phone was dead and I didn't know any of their phone numbers by heart, so I had to spend the rest of the day by myself. Womp womp.
Congrats, guys. And don't forget to email us at contest@WatchMojo.com so we can get your prizes to you. But since it's a special episode, episode 40, we have even more giveaways to give away.
Yes, we have 2 products from Roku to give away. We have the Roku 3, which is a streaming player, and the Roku streaming stick.
Since the Roku 3 has a headphone jack for private listening, which means you can watch that late night video without disturbing the rest of your house, we thought we'd ask you guys to leave in the comments a story about a time when you were watching a scary movie by yourself late at night and got super freaked out.
As always, please be creative. Unfortunately, this contest is only open to residents of the United States, the UK, Canada, and the Republic of Ireland. Now get to commenting.
All right, so Dan, what you got there?
What, this brand new old thing? This is actually our top 10 signs I'm a Mojo-holic t-shirt. We just got them in and we're busy sending them to our backorder clients.
We had back orders?
Thousands.
Thousands.
Dozens. Anyway, as you can tell, we like to pack a lot of info into small packages, which brings us to this week's poll.
Holy segue, Dan Man! But anyway, we wanted to talk about this week's poll, which is about the length of our clips.
That's right. This time last year, we asked our hundreds of thousands of subscribers what they thought of the length of our clips. The feedback was pretty good, but since we're now at about 5 million subscribers, we thought it was time to ask that question once again.
Back in the day, our top 10s were like 5 to 7 minutes long, but then a lot of you guys would call us out because we omitted a fact or were skimming over something, so they slowly crept up to the 10-minute mark.
Then we added honorable mentions, and these HMs pushed the clip to about 11 to 14 minutes.
So now we're wondering where our top 10 lists should end up. 5 to 9 minutes, 10 minutes, or 11 to 15 minutes. So you can let us know in the poll below.
Yes, now that that's out of the way, we can get to the questions. Movie lover 123451. Hey Rebecca and Dan, what's your favorite movie of 2014 so far? Hashtag WMFAQ. Please answer this in your next show, smiley face.
Well, I'm a sucker for all things Muppets, so I'd have to say Muppets Most Wanted. But I do want to see Gone Girl, and I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy either. So I should probably see more movies before I make a definitive answer on that.
I did see Gone Girl. I did see Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are both really good. I also really enjoyed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That was kick-ass.
So I've got one here from Andrew Benfitch. Dan and Rebecca, with Halloween soon approaching, what is the best and worst costumes you've ever worn for Halloween? Please answer this on your next episode of What's Your Mojo? P.S. You both kick ass. Well, actually, before we answer that, we were thinking that we should dress up in the show for the Halloween show. So maybe in the comments you can tell us what you think we should dress up as.
So like the worst costume I ever had was this really crappy, it was like a Venom costume or supposed to be like an Eddie Brock costume.
Was it as bad as the one in the movie? I'm kidding.
No, it was just it was literally like a t-shirt with the Spider-Man logo, like a black t-shirt with the white logo on it. And I had
Wasn't that like 2 years ago?
Yeah, and then I had black makeup on my arm and neck. And that was just actual black lipstick that I drew on myself with. So that was really, really crappy.
Which he has because he's emo.
My best costume, my mom made me a Stegosaurus costume when I was 5. And that was awesome. It had a really big fluffy tail and stuff. Well, not fluffy, but a padded tail that I could hit people with. It was awesome.
So okay, worst costume, I think I was more Tisha Adams once, and it was terrible because I think it rained that year and the dress was really long and it just got really wet and it was disgusting. It was horrible, but it was a good costume.
Katamina.
Caramilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, and but when I was a kid, the best costume I had, I was like a princess riding a horse, but like the horse was around you, and then your legs were the horse's legs, and anyway, it was really cool. I'm not explaining it right. But as an adult, my worst costume was probably the Scream costume because I was really old at the time, and I just wanted to go trick-or-treating, so I got away with it because no one could see me. But best, probably Marilyn Monroe. I was Marilyn Monroe, and I won a costume competition. However, I don't look anything like her.
That was like 4 costumes.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Okay. All right, let's finish up by reading some comments of the week. MassOreoKiller commented on top 10 video game love interests. Pikachu and Ash. Wait, is that even legal?
The Hawkinator had this to say about last week's show. First time I saw Dr. No, it had a full stop after it, so I called it Dr. Number. This cracks me up. So I called it Dr. Number until someone corrected me. Don't judge, okay? I'm stupid. Well, that's similar to a time when I thought the Beastie Boys album was licensed to 3.
StarYoshi64 commented on top 10 longest Hollywood movies. I have a sudden urge to have a Lord of the Rings marathon. I get it, because it's super long.
I can't believe I have to read this. abwrootbeer says, sorry Dan, you just entered the hot guy zone. Nice haircut. And speaking French, be still my beating heart. Wink.
Anyway, guys, thanks as always for the comments and questions. If you like FAQs, be sure to tune in to WMFAQ yesterday, which is when it was published at its new time slot.
Yes, and if you want your questions answered, leave them here in the comments, catch us on Twitter or Facebook, or email us at watch@WatchMojo.com. Don't forget the hashtag WMFAQ, and if you want one of our new t-shirts or one of our old ones, head over to WatchMojo.com/store. But wait, there's more. Before we go, we wanted to wish Steven a very happy 11th birthday and to tell him that your t-shirt is on the way.
So, happy birthday, Steven.
Happy birthday. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and tune in again next time for another edition of What's Your Mojo? Say hello to my little friend.